What's up everybody? Daniel Day back with another unboxing video for you. These are supposedly my new AirPods from Apple. So this will actually be the first video on my channel that is not entirely focused on gaming. So everything I've done up until this point has been branded as a DDay Gaming video, and going forward I'm going to do a series of videos in addition to those under the DDay Tech logo. So we'll see. As time goes on, it may make more sense to actually split DDay Tech out from underneath DDay Gaming and make it its own channel. Not sure yet. I am still so new to this YouTube stuff that I figured, you know what, I don't want to limit myself just to gaming. It may not make sense to combine everything, so hopefully you don't mind too much. But again, I love technology, I love gaming, and so I wanted to cover both. I've got several ideas in my head right now about things that I would like to do that are more technology related, so look forward to more videos in the DDay Tech series. But alright, enough blabbering from me. Let's go ahead and get this guy unboxed, shall we? Okay, so up front, before I use my ridiculously oversized knife to cut this package open, just a little bit of history with these. So I am someone that has earbuds in basically almost all day, every day. My job, my real life day job, when I'm not working on YouTube videos, basically requires that I be on a whole lot of conference calls, and I have people calling me all the time. And so at this point, I've just gotten comfortable, as goofy as I look, wandering around the office with earbuds in all the time. I basically just don't even take them off. I put them on when I get into work, and I take them off basically when I get in my car every evening to drive home. So it has been a dream of mine for literally years to not have wired headphones anymore. Now, I've tried a couple of pairs of wireless headphones in the past. Now, a lot of those have not been truly wireless. You know, they've got the little strap that's got the battery in it that wraps around and all of that. And some of them have been, and there were some odd little audio sync issues because, believe it or not, the way that the bulk of wireless earphones work, they actually only transmit to one of the two earbuds. So when you're talking about most of these truly wireless earbuds, the way that that actually works is it sends it to either the left or the right, and then once it gets to that earbud then transfers it to the other one. And as you can imagine, sending a signal to this guy and then having this guy send it across to this guy creates a little bit of lag, a little bit of delay. And that is one of the things that supposedly Apple has fixed where others have fallen short, and that is that these things apparently the iPhone or your Mac or whatever else you've got them paired with actually simultaneously transmits to both earbuds at the same time, which eliminates that lag, which may not seem like a huge deal, but it was one of my major complaints about most of the wireless ones that I have tried. I have waited for a long time for Apple to come up with some solution for those problems and some other ones that I've had with wireless earbuds. And you know, there have been rumors for years that Apple was working on these things. So needless to say, when they actually announced these things, I was just thrilled to death, and I immediately tried to pre-order them, and you couldn't. They just said unavailable. So basically every day or two for a couple of months, it seems like, I was stalking Apple's website and it just kept saying that they were unavailable. And then one day I got off of a very long conference call at work with those wired earbuds, and I checked my RSS reader and saw that about 2 hours prior to that moment that they had finally actually put them available for pre-order. So I went on their website, pre-ordered them, and they said that they weren't going to be here until January 22nd. That was a little bit of a bummer. So apparently they kind of stealth dropped the pre-orders, and they sold out in minutes. And seeing as how it took me a couple of hours to find out about it, after all of that time spent stalking their website, I was not going to get them until the end of January, right? But then I got an email from Apple saying, hey, good news, we are going to go ahead and ship these to you quite a bit earlier. So at this point, here we are at almost the end of December, so they are basically a month early, and I'm super thrilled. So I actually just wrapped up filming my 10th Loot Crate unboxing video for the Loot Gaming series, and I just could not wait any longer. I've had these things sitting here for a couple of hours at this point, and I just wanted to go ahead and do the unboxing video. So if you've watched that one and you're wondering why I'm in the same clothes, that is why I did not want to wait. I am super excited about these. I cannot tell you how many times the cords on my EarPods have gotten just hung up on random stuff and been yanked out of my ears. That is so frustrating. And hopefully, if these are any good, I am not going to have to live with that anymore. So let's not wait any longer. Enough rambling for me. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing opened up. All right, let's see. Where is the seam on this? All right, so it is down here. Get that cut open. Is that the best place to open this up? Yep. Okay, so all sorts of warnings all over the box, I guess because there's lithium-ion batteries in this, so you can't be too careful, especially after all that fun with the Samsung batteries earlier this year. And let's see. Okay, so as typically is the case with Apple, very, very thorough packaging. Look at that, just to protect these things. Man, that box is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Let me get this. Kind of set that aside here. So typical nice Apple box here, and let's see, it says AirPods on the top, little Apple logo on the side there, if you can see that, serial number information, nice picture of them on the front, and that is actually embossed. I can feel that underneath the cellophane. And on the back, you have got a picture of the AirPod charging case with the AirPods themselves actually in there. I'll tell you what, AirPods, earpods, that gets a little bit confusing. I think it's a great name, but I just haven't gotten used to saying it yet. So for all I know, I've already screwed that up 8 times in this video. So if I have, my apologies. All right, let's go ahead and make a little surgical incision here and pull that cellophane back. All right, get that out of the way. Let's see what we've got in here. All right, nothing inside of that. All right, so as is typically the case, designed by Apple in California. It looks like we've got, oh wow. All sorts of information here. So I guess this is instructions on how to pair them and make sure Bluetooth is turned on your iOS device. Also some instructions, it looks like, for watchOS 3, macOS Sierra, all that fun stuff, and all of your regulatory warnings and all that fun stuff. All right, and the main event, I suppose, that is this little pod right here. You know, this thing is substantially smaller than I thought it was going to be. This is basically not really much bigger than a Tic Tac pack or something like that. That is crazy how small that is. Let's see, is there anything underneath here? Oh, hey, there you go. So there is a lightning cable included. For some reason, I figured that they would not include the lightning cable with this, so that is cool. Now, there is not a wall wart, an AC adapter included in these, so obviously you could plug this into your computer or anything else that's got a USB port to charge these. But if you want to just plug them into the wall, I guess you're going to have to use the adapter that came with your iPhone or your iPad or something like that. So it's a little bit of a shame that one of those is not included, but since some folks are going to want to use them that way, but in any event, I just wanted to point out that that is not in the box, but you do get the charging cable. So that is something at least, get those out of the way. Okay, so this is the main event. So what do we've got here? So on the outside of this package, which, wow, yeah, like I said, it's smaller than I thought. It's also lighter than I thought it would be. On the front, you've got a little gap in here. I guess that makes it a little bit easier to open the case up. There is a lightning charging port on the bottom of these that appears to have some nice shiny metal, just a nice touch on the bottom there. And it looks like I'm not sure if this is a hinge. It's probably what that is, but this hinge on the back is that same shiny metal. Looks basically identical to what you see on the Apple logos on the back of your iPhones, and nowadays on the newer Macs that don't have backlights for the Apple logo. So yeah, so pretty straightforward there. There's also a button here on the back. As I recall, that is a pairing button that is back there, so that is cool. And let's open this up. Oh, yep, that is very easy. Oh, and seems like there's a magnet or something that helps close that, so that's cool. So that flips up very easily, even with one thumb, kind of like a Zippo lighter. And inside of there, I can see there is a little LED that is flashing. Not sure if the camera is picking that up, but yeah, so that little LED is flashing, probably indicating, I don't know, maybe pairing or battery life, not really sure. And then the EarPods themselves, wow, look at that. All right, so we'll set these. So down in there, there's actually a couple of charging contacts on each side, and I think that there's no way to accidentally put these in the wrong way. No, they will not go in. So that LED is turned green for some reason. Hopefully after I put these through their paces, I'll figure out what that means. But yeah, actually, how cool is that? So there are magnets that help pull these down in here. Isn't technology amazing, folks? So yeah, it makes it very, very easy for them to go in and pull them out. So let's see here. Got that going on. So that case is very nice. And wow, these are, man, I honestly expected these to weigh substantially more than they actually do. That is very, very, very cool. So yeah, so these have actually got some high technology crammed into them. There's basically sensors in them so that they know when they're in your ears and when they are not. I believe that's what that is right there. And another one right there, or something like that at least. And here's where the actual sound is coming out. And yeah, so, and on the bottom there, there's some nice little metal rings, and the microphone is down in there, so you can actually carry on phone calls and that. So yeah, so that is very, very cool. They're labeled left and right. So like I said, these things are significantly lighter than I thought that they would be, and they are significantly smaller, which is super cool. And I believe one of the ways that they've been able to accomplish that is that the batteries in these things are not ginormous. I think you get about 3 hours of battery life, something like that, on a full charge of these. But what's really cool is that this case is not just a convenient way to hold the EarPods and transport them around. It's actually got a substantially larger battery in it than these do. So supposedly this thing's got somewhere between 20 and 24 hours worth of juice in it. So you charge the case up, and these things charge when they're actually docked inside of it. So that allows you to top these off when you're out and about and don't have a way to plug them in anywhere to charge them. So nice, elegant solution to that problem. And I think, yeah, it's like 3, 4, 5 full charges for these off of this case. And I believe that they have a quick charging mechanism with these, similar to the Apple Pencil, which is to say that, you plug them in this for like, 10, 15 minutes, something like that, and you get a substantial amount of juice added back into these. So that is super cool. Again, a nice way to deal with the compromise between, the weight that would come along with ginormous batteries and that. So I like that quite a bit. Now, I'm planning on really using these and putting them through their paces, and I'll come back and do kind of a final impressions video with these. This is just the upfront unboxing video that I wanted to do. But yeah, so I've got several questions about these, and I'm sure that I will be able to answer those in the coming days, and I will come back and share that information with you. So things like, how long do the batteries really last? Does the charging case really work? How quickly does it charge? All that fun stuff. More to come on that. Look for that in a future video. But there are still a couple of things that I've been wondering about that I suppose we can go ahead and answer in this video. And the first one is, how well do these things stay in your ears? Now, I'm somebody that EarPods stayed in okay, not great. Certainly if I bounced my head around or whatever, they would, they would fall out. But they were good enough. And I have heard that these are similar, but even a slightly better fit. And having these stems coming down off of them apparently helps kind of balance them, as well as that pushes against the outer part of your ear. So there's that, which we can test right now. And also, more importantly, I suppose, how stupid do you look wearing these things? So I'm going to wear them regardless. Like I said, I've reserved myself to being that guy walking around with earbuds in all the time. And I just hate those cables. They get snagged on everything. It drives me absolutely nuts. So I don't really care how stupid I look, but I know a lot of people probably will. So let's go ahead and put these in, see if they look weird on any better or worse than normal earpods, and also maybe shake my head a little bit and see if they fall out. All right, so let's see here. Get those in. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. So it looks like got this right here. Hopefully I've got that in correctly. And same thing here. And I suppose I should go ahead and do a little head shake, see if they fall out. If they do and they hit the floor and break, I'm going to probably cry a little bit. But for you guys, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, that's not coming out. That's not coming out. This is also how I dance. So. Other than me looking like an idiot bouncing around with them in, they seem to stay in. In fact, they are staying in better than any pair of earpods that I have owned prior to this. So initial impressions are good. That makes me very happy. They don't seem to weigh a whole lot. They seem very, very comfortable. So that is great. Now, like I said, I really need some time to put these through their paces. I will bring that information back to you once I have done so. But just wanted to say thanks for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Special shout out to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet and you are interested in gaming videos and technology videos and that sort of thing, I'd love to encourage you to do so. It is free and it helps me out quite a bit. So I would really appreciate you considering it. You can find me other places online as well. I stream on Twitch all the time. My username there is DDay on Twitch, and I also post on Twitter. My username there is @thatddayguy. But again, guys, just wanted to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.